The Philippines is one of the fastest growing emerging market economies in the East Asia and the Pacific region, with bustling industrial activities in mining and mineral processing, pharmaceuticals, electronics, and semiconductors sector.
I'm Jerry Geronimo Arsañez, the Chief of the Hazardous Waste Management Section of the Environmental Quality Management Division of the Environmental Management Bureau, Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Philippines. Before the implementation of this project, there's really a low appreciation of the adverse impact of mercury-added product. The risk of being contaminated with mercury is very high. And you know that why Minamata Convention, named after Minamata, it's because of the Minamata disease. And we don't want further aggravation or further adverse health impact will be happening to citizens of the Philippines.
In July 2019, the National Action Plan, NAP, for the phase-out of mercury-added products and the management of the associated mercury-containing wastes was adopted by the government of the Philippines in an effort to protect public health and the environment from the adverse impacts of mercury pollution. The National Action Plan provides a detailed 5-year full implementation document of the activities and actions in accordance with Minamata and Basel Conventions. The NAP was developed by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources as the main project partner and 10 other government agencies, with technical support from the United Nations Industrial Development Organization under the project promoting ratification and early implementation of the Minamata Convention on Mercury, which is generously funded by the Swiss government.
Geneva is a major hub in environmental and health issue. That's the reason that together with Norway, we push for the adoption and the elaboration of an international convention, the Minamata Convention. We host the secretariat of this convention, and we also host the joint secretariat of other conventions, Basel, Rotterdam, and Stockholm. So these issues around waste management and chemicals are very close to our heart. But it's not only about us. It's also about our common future, about the planet. There is a clear linkage between the Minamata Convention and the Sustainable Development Goals. And there is another linkage with the fight against climate change. And we want all countries to fully participate in the Minamata Convention. And we team up with UNIDO. For instance, in the Philippines, we supported the government for the elaboration of their National Action Plan. There is no requirement to have such a national plan, but the Philippines went a step beyond, and I want to congratulate them on this.
Since mercury is used in various parts of the country's economy, the responsibility therefore lies in a number of different government agencies. This is why it was important for us to first bring all these different actors into the room, get them all on the same page, so that we can ensure that efforts will not be fragmented. Once the interagency group was established, the project was able to proceed more efficiently and deliver better impact. Well, first, the Department of Health was able to initiate and implement the phase-out of mercury in dental restorative procedures. Also, the Department of Trade and Industry was able to update relevant Philippine standards for lamps, switches, and other related electrical devices to ensure the absence of mercury in these products. Importantly, the country was able to develop a national action plan for the phase-out of mercury-added products in accordance with the country commitments to the Minamata Convention on Mercury. In addition, to ensure continuity of these efforts, the government also established a mercury subgroup under the Interagency Committee on Environmental Health, co-chaired by both the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and the Department of Health.
Showing strong political will and concrete actions, the Philippines officially became the 123rd party to the Minamata Convention on Mercury on 8 July 2020, following its government deposit of the instrument of ratification.
Success outcome of this project here in the Philippines is that the level of awareness of the people as well as the policies of other government agencies, those are reference to the National Action Plan, where the concerted effort among government agencies here in the Philippines Right now, we are into assessment of how far have we gone implementing our obligation to the Minamata Convention. And we are very lucky, being one of the countries in the ASEAN region, has enjoyed the assistance from both the UNIDO and the Swiss government. That is a good gesture on the part of the Swiss government, and even in any diplomatic conferences, because they know that when we implement project, we are delivering output, and that output is sustainable, and we are implementing and translating it in our local policy, and that local policy are being implemented here in the Philippines.
Well, first, of course, I would definitely like to congratulate the government for the ratification of the Minamata Convention on Mercury, to assure government and all partners that UNIDO is here to support them in all efforts related to toxic chemicals and waste, and certainly mercury is on top of that list.